Hi, I'm Nate Davis, author of the book Footballer, Play Great Soccer. And today I want to explain to those who are here and you online my favorite formation for teaching the player points in the book Footballer. My goal is not to teach you the best formation to meet this team or that team or any of the real intricacies that people get into as far as trying to match up team to team soccer-wise. The purpose for explaining this formation is to allow players to most easily apply the creativity and the strategy that's in the book of Footballer. And so this doesn't limit them. 4-4-2 means that there are 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards. The reason I set it up this way is so that these 4 can work together to maintain possession. So there are some unique things about these 4 midfielders and the way this particular 4-4-2 is set up. And you could call it a 4-box-2 or a 4-square-2 because these 4 make a box. Now, a couple rules for these 4 that I have is that these are not necessarily defensive midfielders and these are not necessarily attacking midfielders. They are 4 who can play wherever they need to and switch places. So these 4 can do things from the book Footballer like make runs, put together passing combinations, move the ball across the field, form triangles. See, these form triangles here, passing triangles. They can play the ball quickly with passes. They can move so that they always have an advantaged player to pass the ball to. They can maintain possession so that they can create that game of keep away that confuses the other team's defense. And that's what we're looking for, is the game of keep away. Once the defense gets confused, they can do things like split the defense or look for a one-on-one to take a shot outside or set up a crossing situation. All of that's in the book of Footballer. But this allows them the flexibility to make the runs, to do the quick passing, and to maintain possession. Now, if I were to take one of these midfielders and make him a forward, what does that do? It makes it so that the ball can only go between these 3 players, which takes one of the confusing options out, and it also clogs this center. Because a lot of times, if you have 3 forwards here on the smaller field that youth play on, it's not as wide as a professional field usually, it tends to get very crowded here. Another thing that happens when we do this is that this forward and this forward can't make the same runs, and this forward really doesn't have much of a place to run. So for example, if this forward makes a run across the offsides line, well, now he's getting crowded with this forward. But if you take him out and you put him as a midfielder, now this forward can make some runs, and this forward can make some runs. And they can make some runs back this way, and you can spread out the defense. And you see these gaps? That creates the opportunity to split the defense. So I like the 4 defenders for the same reason I like what happens when I move the 3rd forward here, is that it begins to get congested on the inside. So my favorite formation for playing in order to apply the player points from the book Footballer is 4-box-2. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and hopefully you'll pick up a copy and learn more about how to coach great soccer.